In this video, I'll be discussing your options if you're ever hurt on the job. If this is your first time to my channel, my name is Domenic Celeste, the virtual accident attorney. I'm based in Palm Beach County, Florida, and I represent those injured on the job and workers' compensation and due to the fault of another and personal injury. This channel is all about answering your questions and giving you tips relating to workers' compensation and personal injury law. Now, before we get into the video, I have to show you this disclaimer, so just hold tight. And with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Alright, so you're injured on the job. What are your options? In my opinion, option 1, you should have a workers' compensation case. I think it's your best and only option, and here's why. Firstly, workers' compensation is responsible for paying for and providing your medical care and a percentage of your lost wages. Secondly, in almost all cases, your employer is immune from you filing a lawsuit against it. And thirdly, if you're lucky enough to have health insurance, chances are it's not going to pay for any medical care that's associated with your work-related injury. But alright, so you don't want to have a workers' compensation case. What are your other options? Option 2, sue your employer. Again, chances are, probably 99.9% of the time, your employer is going to be immune, meaning you cannot sue it for your work-related injury. Now, I'm not going to get into all the requirements that it takes for you to sue your employer in this video, but if you're interested in learning more about that, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell, because I already have a video in the works explaining everything that you need to know if you want to sue your employer for your work-related injury. Alright, option 3, use your health insurance. Again, this is not a good idea if you have a work-related injury. Why? Your health insurance does not want to pay for your work-related injury, and it's not responsible for paying for it. What happens if your health insurance actually does pay for treatment associated with your work-related injury? Well, they're going to want to be reimbursed. And who are they going to be reimbursed by? There's two people. You or workers' comp. Ultimately, the bill's going to fall in your lap. Why? Because workers' comp isn't responsible for paying for any medical care treatment from doctors or facilities that they don't choose themselves. And if you're using your own health insurance, chances are you chose that doctor. Now, lucky for you, there are two other options, except they go back to option 1, which is you have to have a workers' compensation case to do it. So with option 4, you start a workers' compensation case, except that you settle it. And when you settle a workers' compensation case, you sign a settlement agreement. And in that agreement, workers' comp is no longer responsible for paying for your medical care. So where does that leave you? If workers' comp isn't responsible for paying for your medical care anymore, who is? Well, your health insurance now is. Under the current law, pre-existing conditions aren't a factor. Your workers' comp injury would be considered a pre-existing condition, so your health insurance is responsible for paying for your work-related injury, but only if you settle your work comp accident. Alright, and option number 5, again, requires you to have a workers' compensation case, but while you're proceeding with the workers' comp case, in that you're getting medical care and lost wages, as long as you don't choose workers' comp as your remedy, meaning that you go to court essentially, and there's some other exceptions there, you can actually still look into suing your employer, which again was option number 2. You can look into suing your employer, and if you think you got a good case, you can proceed with that case instead of the workers' comp case. Again, only if you don't choose your remedy, and you need to talk to an attorney about that. So, you have a bunch of different options, but really it all goes back to your best and only option, in my opinion, and in probably 99.9% of work-related injuries, to have a workers' compensation case. It provides you with the most opportunities to do something else, and then also you're getting benefits, medical care and lost wages. So as you can see, Florida workers' compensation law is really complex. This video has only just scratched the surface of that complexity. You cannot do this alone. You need to hire an attorney who's licensed to practice law in Florida and who regularly handles workers' compensation cases, goes to court, represents clients, reads case law, that knows what they're doing. And if you or someone you know were injured on the job or due to the fault of another in Florida, give me a call. Go to my website and schedule a free consultation. Or you know what? Just text me. 561-935-3822. How many attorneys actually give out their cell phone number to clients, let alone to people they don't even know? But that's it for this video. If you got value out of it or if you learned something, please hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. Let me know what you think of this video, or if you have any other questions, hit the comment section. If you want to find out more about me, about my firm, about workers' comp or personal injury, or how to contact me, go to my website, virtualaccidentattorney.com. But that's it for now. Again, I'm Domenic Celeste, the virtual accident attorney, and I'll see you in the next video.